Hello everyone and welcome to the Wakfu guide. First of all, I'm going to do my tutorials with my own voice instead of typing it in every time. At first I thought it was a good idea because my English isn't very good and people can listen to music in the background or something and still get the full length of the tutorial with all the info they need. But starting today, I'm going to use my voice. I'm sorry if it's not 100% good or if my accent is bad, but I'm still gonna try it and give a thumbs up if you like it, or if it still was helpful, or if it didn't bother you. And put down in the comments what you think of it. About a week ago, a guy asked me this question: if I can give a tutorial about heaven bags. So I'm going to give you a tutorial about it right now. Heaven bags is the first thing you get in the first mission in the game. You get it from Papi Paul in the center of Astrup, and once you get it, you need to be away from at least interactive locations. So if I stand like here next to a well, I can't open it here. If I do Shift H, which is the hotkey for opening heaven bag, it will say the bag cannot be opened here. This also counts for chairs. You also can't open on the in front of the almanac temple, because of a lot of people were doing that, and apparently Amagna didn't like that, so they disabled that. Another thing, you can't open your heaven bag with next to another heaven bag. There needs to be at least one space in between. So you can open your heaven bag once you know that. You can click it here in the hotbar, or you can just do Shift H as it says, which I'm gonna do now. If you have PvP on, it will take some time for it to enter. I'm playing on my main account right now. The reason for that is because on my tutorial account I don't have a lot of items, and here I do, so I can explain better. The first thing you'll have once you go in your heaven bag for the first time, all this underneath here will be empty, and you only got this room without items and this room. Whoa, suddenly got major frame rate drop. I don't know what happened there, but I just got major lag. The first thing you the most thing people use heaven bags for is because of this chest. You can deposit your items in here. I don't know why this is so laggy all of a sudden. You can drag them from your inventory to here, or just double click. If I want to place this draaidung in here, it will go to the first open slot. I store my wood in here, and here I store global stuff and such, and pets and boss drops. And you can at first you only have this one, and you need to unlock the second one all the way to the seventh one. You can do this by purchasing or making EA kits. For this one you need collector EA kit. This one needs gold. This one needs emerald, and so on. The other ones I already have unlocked. You can press details. You can see, you can see what it is if you want. How do you obtain this EA kits, you ask? Well, I'll show you right now. You need to have learned the handyman profession, which you can also learn in Astrup or with a lot of other NPCs. Once you have that, you can go to a wood latte. If I pronounce that right, I don't know. And then you can start crafting. These things only appear at level 50 or so, I thought. Let's check. No. Oh, here. Oh, this one's way too far. Nee, this blueprint. 1 second. Oh, here's the first one. Kit EA kit. You need to be level 40 for this. You can craft all the EA kits by the handyman profession, but sometimes it might be better to purchase it because it just is a lot of gathering and training XP for the handyman profession. As you can see, this one needs bewitched bark, which can be get from tree gnits. A cotton sock, which is which is built in other profession. Screws, which are also in the handyman profession at level 20 with copper ore, and weepy plank. This one isn't quite hard, but if you go further, you can see that some of them are way harder. Like this one, you need way higher resources. Hazy lead ore, I can't even mine that. I believe it's a level 60 miner skill ore. So yeah, that. So that's about the chest. How to increase them, increase it. Then we go to the next thing. This thing is out of order, but you can still in the early days you can get wait, how do those things are called? Crossmoglobs, crossmunsters, and that were like tiny statues that you can play an alternate game with. There still are achievements for it, but you can't unlock them anymore. Then you have this major slot. You can lock and unlock your heaven bag, so other people can't go in it. If you unlock it, depending if they are in your friends list, they can only go as far as the first. They can only stand here if they are not in your friends list, I believe. And if they are, they can walk everywhere else, but they can't harvest your crops and your trees and all that kind of stuff. And they also can't access your bookcases if you have them, your libraries. These are actually pretty handy. I store all my books in them by category. That's why I bought so much. I have 2 entire library books full of Vrijgost. Then you have this one, permission management console. You can use this. Here you can give permissions to people who can use your gems. These haven gems come in 4 types. You can manage them at your haven bag management console and then manage haven gems. As you can see right here too, in the upper left corner, the first time you access this, you get this hint. That's what they're called. You have the orange ones that are for merchants haven gems. Merchants haven gems are the orange ones. Then you have the decoration ones. These are just regular ones and they're also the cheapest. Then you have the crafting ones. And then you have the garden haven gems. These are actually very hard to come by. There's one, you can get one for free if you do the mission in Amakna, which is kill the boss first and kill the boss last in the plant dungeon. So you can get one for free. If you have 2 of them next to each other, because these are all 2, as you can see, then the room gets bigger. And they connect like here if they're from the same type, so you have like 1 extra space. Here they aren't the same type, so I won't get these tiles. But yeah, the obviously the best one are the green ones, because you can grow crops on it, and you can grow any type of crop as long as you can plant it yourself, of course, because no one else can plant it for you. I have a tree here for my pet, wheat for my drago turkey, and thistles if also for my pets if I need to resurrect them. You can also plant a lot of other bread supplies or something, so you can heal yourself. Then the orange ones, which are these 2 tiles right here, they allow you to sell your items from in your heaven bag. You have different types of them. You have here miscellaneous, once you bought or crafted them at the handyman, you can sell stuff here. You just drag something in here like so, and you set a price and press the green mark. Once you're in your heaven bag, people can buy these. This might sound stupid because it's not like you spend so much time in your heaven bag that people come by and to shop, and most people go to the market. But if you have like a really expensive item or something, and someone doesn't buy it at the market right away, like you can need to pay a fine for every time you put something on the market. So let's say you want to sell something for 10,000 commas on the market, you need to pay like 300 commas to the market itself. And here you don't have that. So if you have like a relic that is, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million, and it doesn't get sold, you already lose like 300,000 commas just for putting it on the market. So it might be a better idea to place them here. Miscellaneous is like keys and stuff. Then you have this one is this normal display case. I got 2 because you get these from Puppy Paul at level 5 or so. You can put any kind of item in this, I believe. It doesn't matter which one. I got 2 of them because they had the update, and my update kinda bugged or something, so I got 2. Because the missions from Puppy Paul got reset for some reason. The important thing about this one is it is the crappiest, but the items you display on here will show if someone hovers over your heaven bag with their mouse, so they can see immediately which 3 items you sell. So I recommend putting in the best items here, because then other people will right click your heaven bag and look for if you have more interesting stuff, so your chance to sell is bigger. Then you have the resource display window. This of course displays resources like wheat and grain, and I believe also mob drops and boss drops. I sold my pumpkins here for 800 commas. Then you have the small kit display window. These are just the same as display case, but they don't show your items when they hover over your heaven bag. These are like 5 big. I'm selling these for way too much, by the way. I put these on like 2 years ago when I was still kind of noob at this game, so I didn't know how much they were actually worth. And then of course you have the kit display window, which is a little bit bigger. I bought this also. This is like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is just twice as big as the small kit display window. So if you're really selling a lot of items here, you might wanna buy a lot of these or craft a lot of these, because they take in less place for twice, and they can still sell twice the amount a small kit display window can do. So that's what I want to tell you about the orange gems and what they do, the merchant's gems. Then you have at the Havenback's management console, you have also managed the Havenback's appearance. By default, you only can choose from 3 different ones, which are this one, and this one, and this one. 4 different ones. I also have the passage that was from the major update. After the subscription got lifted, everybody who got subscription for a certain amount of time got this one. This one, I don't know how I got it. Perhaps I bought it. And I also had the Fleester one, which you could get from Easter. It was very easy to obtain. But I'm gonna stay with passage because it stands out so much. You can buy these at the market because they can be found in game. You have to buy them. Then you have sales history console. Once you sell something at one of these display windows, you can see when they got sold, how many of it got sold, how much you got for it, and who bought it from you. So yeah, here I sold something from the Grand Orok dungeon for 2,500 kammas, and here I sold some fudge and fruit peel, which are uh, special drops from extra bosses in dungeons. Then you also have special decoration items. This is one of them, the dummy. You can put an entire set in here. It has to be a merge set, otherwise it doesn't work. I put a Brakmar set in because I really like Brakmar. I'm Bonta now, but I still like Brakmar more, but my guild is Bontarian, so that's why. But you can put all kinds of sets in here and they will display on the dummy. You also have them in glass cases, which are called vitrines, I believe. Then you have, like I showed you before, these library branches. I think they sell about 30,000 kammas each or something. You can every decoration, almost everyone, you can craft also at Handyman. And you have these special pets which you get from achievements. I can show you some right now. I don't have all of them yet. Let's see, to do. They are in the discovery tab. So like here, you have multiple of these. So here I need to kill only 8 more Tofurbies to get the tame Tofurby as a drop, so I can put it in my haven bag. Oh yeah, I will show you now. Once you have obtained one of these items and you want to put them in your haven bag, you simply open up your inventory, click the item and press the use button, and then you can put it anywhere. You can rotate it with these double pointing arrows, and you can move it like so by clicking on the move button. Very simple. And if you don't want it anymore or want to sell it, you can repack and it will go back in your inventory. Some of these, like this super bed, these are bought at Origins, as well as this one. Oh yeah, this looks like a dresser, but it's equipment display window. You can sell equipment here. I forgot that this one was also part of this, because it looks so much. It doesn't look like it's part of this, so I forgot it. You have like special promotion ones, which are Rubilex Sword and these Christmas things and All Howin. I got an entire Haven gem space filled up with these things because I did a mission and in which you needed to kill 666 mobs of each type in the Halloween update, and that cost me a long time, but at the end I got like 15 L Halloween costumes out of it, which I could sell like for 250,000 kammas each to 300. Then you have these trophies. Celestial Prairies, Miss Ugly Tower, and right here you can't really see it, Zeus Palace. These you get from beating the dungeon, and then a chest will appear and you can grab them. These always appear. Then you also have all these. I like to put them out on display so people can see what I have accomplished. These are all obtained usually by 3 major things. 1, beat the dungeon on normal mode. 2, kill the boss first in normal mode. And 3, kill the boss last in normal mode. Some of these are of course quite easy, especially when you're higher leveled. I mean, this is easy as pie. This isn't really hard, but you need to get of course the keys, which are pretty rare for this dungeon. For Mrs. Freeze, this is extremely hard. This is the only statue I bought because I couldn't assemble a team that was willing to kill Mrs. Freeze first, because it's just so hard. These two are an exception. This is the only boss trophy that has a white bottom. because this one comes from Brakmar and this one comes from Sufokia. You also have these ones, which are tree stumps basically, with paint on it. The one from Bonta has blue paint and the one from Omagna has orange paint, so they're countries of nations colors. And yeah, as you can see, I already got quite a lot of them. I really are a collectible hunter and achievement hunter, and you also can get them for ultimate bosses, which have like exceptions, because they have, it's not like kill the boss first and kill the boss last. It's way harder. Let me see, Black Crow bijvoorbeeld, examples. You have like, yeah, see, beat Black Crow 6 times, you get this. I only beaten him twice. And of course you can get some through normal gameplay by doing quests and stuff. Like this ogre sculpt statue, you get it from doing the Astrup main quest. I think it's really kind of cool. I got 2 of it, so it looks more like some port with bodyguards, I guess. Then you have the craftings haven gems, in which you can put crafting stations. You can put every type of in here if you have like two full haven gem rooms. So I got like 4 gems for this, but I don't have every crafting bench yet. I have handyman here and mining and fishing. These two are like not so much money because not a lot of people use them, but things like bread oven and stove are like way more, because people need those for battle effects, like more damage or for healing. And of course you have the ones for the professions. These are extremely expensive because people oftentimes when they go for resources at higher levels, they usually need those to craft, and these are really handy to have, because when you need to level later on, you're pretty high level and you think, well, I gotta level my professions a little bit, and if you have to go running to Nation Outpost and Astrup all the time, just so you can make some more PV shoes or whatever, it's just so time consuming, and this really helps with that. Also, when you log out of the game inside your heaven bag, your heaven bag will stay for a certain amount of time, not forever, because otherwise it would be kind of cheaty, but I think it's for like a day or perhaps a few days. So even when you log out, people can still buy stuff here. So make sure you have interesting stuff in your display case that you got from Puppy Paul. You can also get a wooden crate for Puppy Paul and one more item, I believe, and you can all get them underneath level 10. When you I think it starts from level 5 and level 7 and level 9 or something like that. And you can go to Puppy Paul and ask for it. Oh yeah, one is this one, the display case, and one is the first EA kit for this chest. And the other one was a wooden crate, but I don't have it anymore because it's just a wooden crate and it doesn't look any special or something. But that was it for this first voice tutorial. I hope you liked it and that it was very helpful to you, and that my accent or speech didn't bother you a lot. Well, that's it. I am the Wakfu Guide and I'm signing out.